Hello and welcome back to HealthNuggetsHQ. I'm Cody, and today we're going to delve into a topic that's near and dear to my heart: mental health. You see, I'm a firm believer in taking care of our minds as much as we take care of our bodies. After all, they work together, right? Think about it. We're going to be focusing on 8 everyday habits that could be harming your mental well-being. Now, I'm no therapist, but I've done my research, and I'm excited to share what I've learned with you. So, grab a comfy seat, a cup of herbal tea, chamomile is my favorite, and let's dive in. Alright, let's start with a big one. Negative self-talk. We all do it, right? That little voice inside our heads that tells us we're not good enough, not smart enough, not worthy enough. It's like a constant barrage of criticism that can really wear us down. You know, I was reading this article the other day, and it said that negative self-talk can actually change the way our brains function. It can create negative neural pathways that make it harder to think positive thoughts. It's like training your brain to be pessimistic, which is not something I'm interested in. So, what can we do about it? Well, the first step is to become aware of our negative self-talk. Once we recognize it, we can start to challenge it. Is that thought really true? Is there another way to look at the situation? Instead of beating ourselves up, we need to start practicing self-compassion. Treat yourself like you would treat a good friend, with kindness, understanding, and support. You deserve it. Let's talk about sleep, shall we? We all know we need it, but so many of us skimp on it. I used to think I could function on 5 hours of sleep, but let me tell you, I was wrong. Turns out, sleep is crucial for our mental health. When we don't get enough sleep, our brains don't function optimally. We become irritable, we have trouble concentrating, and we're more prone to anxiety and depression. So, what's the magic number? Well, most adults need around 7 to 8 hours of sleep per night. I know, it sounds like a lot, but trust me, it's worth it. To improve your sleep hygiene, try establishing a bedtime routine. Stick to a regular sleep schedule, even on weekends. Make sure your bedroom is dark, quiet, and cool, and avoid caffeine and alcohol before bed. They can really mess with your sleep. Now let's talk about our digital lives, specifically screen time. We're all glued to our phones and computers these days, and while technology can be amazing, too much of a good thing can be bad for our mental health. Studies have shown that excessive screen time can lead to increased anxiety, depression, and even attention problems. It can also disrupt our sleep, which we already know is crucial for our well-being. So what can we do? Well, the first step is to become aware of how much time we're actually spending on our devices. There are apps that can track this for you, which can be eye-opening. Once you know how much time you're spending, you can start setting limits for yourself. Try designating certain times of the day as device-free zones. And when you are using your devices, be mindful of the content you're consuming. Avoid doom scrolling and negativity, and focus on things that bring you joy and inspiration. Have you ever noticed how a cluttered space can make you feel anxious and overwhelmed? Well, it turns out there's a connection between physical clutter and mental clutter. When our surroundings are chaotic, it can be difficult to find peace and focus. Our minds become as cluttered as our homes, and it can be a recipe for stress and anxiety. That's why decluttering can be so beneficial for our mental health. It's not just about getting rid of stuff. It's about creating a sense of order and calm in our environment. Start small. Tackle one drawer, one shelf, one room at a time. Don't try to do it all at once or you'll get overwhelmed. As you declutter, let go of things that no longer serve you. Donate items, sell them, or simply throw them away. You'll be amazed at how much lighter and freer you feel once you've decluttered your space. Humans are social creatures. We crave connection, we need interaction, and we thrive in communities. But in today's world, it's easy to become isolated. We work from home, we entertain ourselves online, and we can go days without having a meaningful conversation with another human being. This isolation can take a toll on our mental health. It can lead to feelings of loneliness, sadness, and even depression. That's why it's so important to make an effort to connect with others. Reach out to friends and family, join a club or group, or simply strike up a conversation with someone new. Even small interactions can make a big difference. A smile, a kind word, a shared laugh. These are the things that make us feel connected and alive. We all know that what we eat affects our physical health, but did you know that it also plays a huge role in our mental well-being? When we nourish our bodies with healthy foods, we're also nourishing our minds. A balanced diet, rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean protein, can provide our brains with the nutrients they need to function optimally. On the other hand, a diet high in processed foods, sugar, and unhealthy fats can actually worsen our mental health. It can lead to inflammation, which has been linked to depression and anxiety. So pay attention to what you're putting into your body. Make healthy choices most of the time, and don't be afraid to indulge in treats occasionally. Balance is key. We live in a culture that glorifies busyness. We're constantly told that we need to do more, be more, achieve more. But this relentless pursuit of productivity can actually backfire. When we overcommit ourselves, we spread ourselves too thin, and our mental health suffers. We become stressed, anxious, and overwhelmed. We feel like we're constantly letting people down, and we never have time for ourselves. That's why it's so important to learn the art of saying no. It's not selfish. It's self-preservation. Start by setting boundaries. Decide how much you can realistically handle, and don't be afraid to decline requests that exceed your capacity. Remember, it's okay to prioritize your own well-being. You can't pour from an empty cup. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in the hustle and bustle and lose touch with ourselves. That's why mindfulness is so important. It's about being present, being aware of our thoughts and feelings, and being kind to ourselves. There are many ways to practice mindfulness. Meditation is a great option, but even simple things like taking a few deep breaths, going for a walk in nature, or listening to calming music can help us connect with ourselves. The key is to find what works for you and make it a regular part of your routine. And remember, it's okay to ask for help. If you're struggling with your mental health, don't hesitate to reach out to a therapist or counselor. They can provide you with support, guidance, and tools to help you navigate life's challenges. So, there you have it, 8 everyday habits that could be hurting your mental health. I hope you found this information helpful and insightful. Remember, taking care of our mental health is just as important as taking care of our physical health. It's about making conscious choices that support our well-being. Take some time to reflect on your own habits. Are there any areas where you could make some positive changes? Thank you for tuning in to HealthNuggetsHQ. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more informative and inspiring content on health and wellness. Until next time, stay healthy.